Hey, welcome back. This is the Silent Type, and in this video, I'll be covering something just a tad bit different. Now, I noticed that most people in strikers are relying a bit too much on offensive healers, and I have seen that a lot of shinobi out there are getting a little discontent with the way in which some healers are functioning, especially within the solo queues. So, what better time, since more ninja are coming to the game, than to discuss how to truly and properly play healer? And I'm not just going to talk about the main healer. I'm talking about the different types of healer. For those who have known, there are multiple different type of healer playstyles, ranging from true healer to combat healer to support healer, and then the no healer. I'll be going over each and every one of these so that you can know what to do, what not to do, and how to utilize it best within your team composition. But just take note, most of what I will say, you will probably need another person along with you in order for you to truly benefit from these effects. Without further ado, play my intro, and let's get right into this video.
I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow.
Alright, let me ask you all a question. How many times have y'all seen a healer in y'all game that is basically running no hills? Or they're running hills, but don't know how to properly utilize them in the most efficient way possible? A lot of y'all, I can assume. But have no fear, because in this video, we'll be going over all the aspects of a healer, what they're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, what jutsu will best help you and your team, and the four main types of healers in Shinobi Striker. Let's get started. First, I'll introduce the four different types of healers, which will be true healer, support healer, combat healer, and last but not least, no heal healer. Let's get started with a healer that I'm pretty sure everyone wants, and that will be the true healer. Now, before I explain what jutsu to use, let me talk about what a true healer is. A true healer in Shinobi Striker is someone who dedicates their full build to healing, whether it is both their ninjutsu and ninja tool, or flat across the board, ninjutsu, ninja tool, and ultimate. Everything is considered a heal. Now, when I say flat across the board, I also mean the stats on the clothing, since your clothing does play a big part in what you can do and what you cannot do. When playing a true healer, the best thing that you'll want to do is make sure that you stick near the defense type. More than likely, if you do have a defense type, they will have protective ninjutsu, because they'll have what you're lacking. When playing true healer, you will not have no offensive capabilities, and you will not have no defensive capabilities either. So it's best to utilize this type of play with your team. Some people will be like, oh, well, I don't really have a team to play with. But most of the time, you'll find just those few little good randoms that will actually help you do what you got to do. The main jutsu in which a true healer is supposed to be using, in all honesty, and this is, well, everything in which I know, will be Cellular Extraction, Six Paths Chakra Rebirth, Palm Sage, Earth Grudge Stitch, or even Final Battle Sakura's, I forgot what that jutsu is called. I think it's a Flower Cannon. There we go. Flower Cannon. All these jutsu, they do heal. Now, I know there's going to be that one person in the comments talking about, oh, well, what's the whole point of running true healer nowadays if every class has a healer of their own or can heal themselves? You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. But it's mainly all dependent on how well that person can utilize their build the same way how well you can use yours. When playing true healer, the main focus is to heal your team and keep them alive. Technically, you're not supposed to be on the front lines. You're not supposed to be wandering off by yourself. And you have to make sure that everything in which you do while healing will benefit you and your team. That means paying attention to health bars. New players probably won't know how to really pay attention to health bars since they're still learning. So my advice to y'all, new players, do not start off on playing healer. Trust. It is the most complex class out of them all when it comes to healing, but when it comes to being offensive, yeah, you definitely know what you can and can't do. The best ultimates in order to use with the true healer would be Mitonic Regeneration and Slug Long Distance Healing. Make sure that you utilize these jutsus and ultimates to the best of your abilities, and they can keep you alive. Be sure to read what each jutsu does so that you can know when to use it and how to keep your team alive. I cannot stress that enough. So, let's start talking about the second type of healer, which will be the support healer. As you can see on screen right now, a support healer is mainly a healer that runs one heal and the rest are either jutsu or ninja tools that will buff and debuff the opponent. That goes for the ultimate as well. Some might say you can confuse support healer with combat healer, and that is true, because technically one is derived from the other, and one technically won't be able to be made without the other. So they can be one and the same, but in my opinion, they are a little bit different. But I'll get into that after I finish explaining what a support healer does. Now, healers do have many jutsu in Shinobi Strikers, which have a lot of support capabilities. Whether it comes to shadow stitching and mind transfer in order to stun your opponent and take away their defense, down to shadow possession to take away everything they have. Not everything, but take away their jutsu and their sub. Support healers, their main focus is debuffing. So using jutsu like mind transfer. Well, I already said everything, but mind transfer, shadow stitching, shadow possession, particle style, dismantling pillar, not jutsu, pillar, because the pillar has the effect of removing any buff that is given to your opponent. And in my opinion, it is one of the most underrated healer ninjutsu out there, because everybody's running you know what, and I'll explain what you know what is when I talk about the combat healer. If you're going to play support healer, it is always essential to use a heal that benefits the situation. Depending on what match you are playing, whether that's combat, flag, or base, use a heal in order to make sure that you can heal all your teammates at the same time. If you're playing combat, go with Chakra Rebirth or Palm Sage or Cellular Extraction, as I said with the True Healer. when you're on base battle, you'll want to go with either Ino's Hill or even Green Rain Ground Hold. When doing flag battle, it is best to either use Green Rain Ground Hold and Ino's Hill. Even though I don't really like using Ino's Hill because it keeps me stationary and I'm completely vulnerable while using it, it is still one of the better options to use, especially if you have the boosted health recovery. Do not forget to pay attention to those stats. Be sure to read what stats your clothing have, and if you have the Shinobi if you have the Shinobi Boost tickets, be sure to use them to change an outfit's stats to ones in which will truly benefit. Healers have low health just like range types. If you want to compensate for that low health, the best stats to utilize will be the ones in which give you more HP. There's a few of them, and I can't remember them off the top of my head, but there's a few that boost HP. And other accessories that can further boost your HP. Now, one I do remember of the accessory, because it's the only one I actually have, is Lone Wolf. If you're playing healer in a solo queue, and you know your team isn't going to be able to keep up with the challenge, then just run it. Main stats you'll want on your clothing will be boost max health, boost secret technique charge speed, reduce ninjutsu cooldown time, reduce substitution cooldown time, or boost healing recovery. Those will be the main ones in which you'll want to use when playing healer, because those are mainly what the healers are. Depending on your weapon, and don't get me wrong, some weapons do hit like a truck. Although, not all weapons can be utilized with certain attack abilities. Since you won't really have anything to stall your opponent, when it comes to the weapons, your jutsu is meant to cover you for that. Weapons that are good for healers, all of them. A weapon is only as good as the person wielding it. Never forget that. It doesn't matter if you have the Hyuga Gauntlet. It doesn't matter if you have the Itachi Totsuka Blade weapon, the Tonfa's, Shino's insects, or even Kenshiki/Momoshiki's weapon. It doesn't matter. A weapon is only as good as its wielder. Be sure to study the weapons, be sure to practice with the weapons, and once you do, you'll be able to do a lot more in Shinobi Striker when it comes to defending yourself. Healers need to know when to use their heals and when not to use their heals. When healing, you'll just want to be like, oh, well, he took a speck of damage. Let me pop this cellular extraction. It has a 20-second cooldown. Then, your teammate gets hit with the Matarats and Majestic. But now you don't have a heal in order to heal them. It's because you chose to heal at the wrong time. Knowing when to heal is very essential. It will help you learn how to be better. If you need help with learning how to heal and you do have friends who are the heal main class, just ask them. I will also post my PSN down in the description below. If you have any questions on healer, I've been playing healer for 7 years. I've been playing since the game dropped. I'll be happy to answer the questions. But let's get into the next segment of this video, which will be the combat healer. Now, remember, combat healer and support healer can be mistaken for one and the same. The reason why I call them a little bit different is depending on which jutsu you have can be game changing or more attack focus oriented. Now, I mentioned how Shadow Stitching, Shadow Possession, Mind Transfer, or Tsukuyomi can be used as debuffs, which they are. They give your opponent some kind of status ailment. Now, combat healers, sometimes they do use jutsu that give status ailments. Other times, they use completely offensive jutsu. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Crimson Drizzle is. I'm pretty sure every healer, except for myself, has used Crimson Drizzle. Because I have never touched Crimson Drizzle. I don't need Crimson Drizzle. But most people that will watch this video, I'm pretty sure y'all know, oh, Crimson Drizzle, Heavy Boulder, oh, that's the strongest heal build. No, it's not. Build is only as strong as the person who wields it, the same way how a weapon is only as strong as the person who wields it. Now, when playing combat healer, I want to make one thing clear. Unless you are very confident in your healing and you know how to utilize the heals, or playing with a squad that excels at not taking damage, then combat healer is best suited for the survival exercise pit fights. Mainly because you don't want to get no messages stating that you're a terrible healer. You don't want to get reported over nonsense. And trust me, people will report you for nonsense in this game. They'll say you're modding just because you didn't heal them. Combat healer's main jutsu will be any move that is either a projectile base or a melee attack base. They'll normally run one heal, whether it's for themselves or for the team. Be it Master of Medicine with Crimson Drizzle and Heavy Boulder, which I'm pretty sure everyone uses except me. Or one of my personal favorites, Heavy Boulder Jutsu with Heaven Foot of Pain. Combat healers are meant to fight on the front lines, but the only real time to really use a combat healer is in base battle, flag battle, or in the pits, as I just stated. Mainly because in combat battle, you're supposed to heal your team. You can have an offensive ninjutsu. I'm not saying don't have an offensive ninjutsu. But what I am saying is that if you don't heal your team, more than likely you will lose. Because I'm pretty sure everyone has had matches where you're facing a full squad of people and they're rainbowed out, meaning they got attack, range, defense, and healer. And then you look at your team and you got 2 defense, a range, and an attack. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes, depending on how well you play, you can overcome those odds and you don't really need the healing. Technically, the way you're supposed to play Striker is one person on each class. But I know everyone has different playstyles. Heck, even I have different playstyles. I've played every kind of healer. All 4 types that I mentioned. Jutsu in which you can utilize for the combat healer role will be, well, I already gave a few, but others, like Particle Style, Dismantling Pillar, you can use Kakazu, which is the new DLC, Rare Folly. You can use Tsunade's Nervous System Rupture, or even Kabuto's Chakra Scalpel. Knowing what each jutsu do and knowing which person you're able to counter will be beneficial when you're playing combat healer. Because not only will you be lacking a certain heal, you got to make sure that, one, you don't die. Because if you go down, then your team will go down as well. You need to make sure that you heal at the right time while dishing offensive damage. The stats in which you want to use, however, is completely opposite from the true healer. The true healer, those stats focused in either boosting max health and reducing either your cooldown time or boosting your heal recovery. For support healer, you'll want to use boost status ailments so that you can increase the duration of them, along with either max health, secret technique, or reduced ninjutsu time. Combat healer, now you'll want to either use the boost, secret technique gauge, or power in spades, or even mechanized. I forgot the other part, but it's like anything that boosts your close range attack power along with your jutsu or your ultimate. Max health isn't bad, but a lot of healers mainly run the mechanized. Now, combat healers are one and the same. Once again, you technically should not be playing a combat healer unless it is in base or flag. And if you are playing it in combat, it's best suited to see if you have a regular healer first. Now, speaking of regular healer, let's get into the final healer of this video, which is the no healer, which is pretty much easy to explain. Someone who just doesn't have no heals at all. All their jutsu is either completely supportive or offensive, which is why it's no healer. The only real time for you to really play no healer is, once again, if you have another dedicated healer on the team, or if you're in the pits. That's all I really gotta say about that one. Like, the other ones are a bit more insightful on how to play and what to use. No heal healer is basically just basically playing a weaker version of attack type with moves that either slow you down or deal status ailments harder than range. It's not really that much to say about it. But no matter what you do, a healer is a class in which I feel like a lot of shinobi do need in Striker, mainly because I see it all the time. People complaining, people sending me messages, people sending someone in multiple of the group chats I'm in messages, screenshots. If we had a healer, we would have won. Like, don't get me wrong, I main healer, I love playing healer, but that doesn't mean I always want to play healer. Sometimes I'll play attack, sometimes I'll play defense. On very rare occasions, you'll catch me playing range. Never forget what a true healer or any healer is supposed to be, actually. And always remember, just because someone's playing heal does not mean you as a person is immortal in this game. This prime example right here. Even though, and yes, I have the boost max health on, and I have the slight health recovery on, but the moment that my team saw that, one, I'm nowhere near them and I'm not healing them, one person should have came back and focused and been like, oh wait, my healer's always over here. My healer got pushed to the other side of the map. This isn't just a video on how to play healer and what to do and the stats. Like, don't get me wrong, well, it is. But this is also to inform y'all on how to protect your healer as well. Because remember how I said, healers normally stand near the defense type because defense type normally has to protect the protective ninjutsu. Every class has a specialty. I will definitely link the video I made a couple years ago in the description as well, if you want to get a slight insight on how to play each class. But without really spoiling it and what I'm going to say, because there's no point in me repeating in that video as well. What do y'all think a healer is in y'all opinion? Do you think you can win in strikers by playing healer, or do you need guidance and more finesse in order to play it? Like, how hard do you think healer is? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you are new to the channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash that notification button for more videos like this. And if we can get 30 likes on this video, I will definitely make a into guide on how to either play healer or a class of y'all choosing. So I'll leave it off here. Enjoy what little bit of the video was left, and I will see y'all all in the next one. Peace. I am him. Oh, the random really ate that hit from me. The random really ate that hit for me. I respect that.
Real ninja.